Almost. Finally. Okay. Now we're live.
We did it. Technical difficulties.
I know. Sorry, guys. We're a little bit late. Our computers were fighting us.
So, welcome everyone to our live chat with the one and only Georgiana.
And the amazing, no, I should say magnificent Milagros. It rhymes.
Well, thank you.
Magnificent. I love it. From now on, that's it. Magnificent Milagros until I can think of something better.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so today we've got a great chat. We've been talking about how to keep a positive mindset through life's changes because, life's changes are consistently happening and they're always going to happen. So if you're going to be in business and if you're going to be successful, you do have to find ways to stay on top of that and manage your emotions. So Millie and I, we were talking to each other about how we do that. And we just wanted to expand the conversation to you guys so you can join us and chat about that a little bit more. So Millie, you want to start?
I love this topic because with everything that we're experiencing right now, it's kind of difficult. At least it has been for me to be able to get used to working from home other than commuting and going to events and meeting with customers, team members, doing meetings, going to my classes, my gym classes. So one of the things that helped me is to, when I get up in the morning, if I don't have a class that I'm doing at home, my bar classes, which that's what I have been doing, I always dress up. So I put either my workout clothes if I'm doing a morning workout, or I put makeup on. I do my hair. I put some clothes on so that I can start my day. Um, and that helps my mindset to say, it doesn't feel any different than just going to work than what I'm doing now, and I'm able to keep the schedule. So, what works for you?
For me, I feel like it's a combination of things because I've been working from home for a few days, but then a couple of days ago when they said everybody works from home, all of a sudden my mind was like, oh, okay, everybody is gonna stop, so I'm gonna stop too. And I just felt myself slow down. At first I was getting up, whether I'm going into the office or if I'm doing Avon from home, I would get up 6:30, 7 o'clock. I would shower, like you said, get dressed. And I kept that schedule even when I was working home, mainly so that I could keep the schedule because I knew once I stopped, except for like Saturday and Sunday, I would, give myself time to sleep in. But I knew once I stopped, I would lose that momentum. Mm-hmm. So when that happened, I realized that the momentum was gone, but it wasn't because anything had really changed. My schedule was basically the same. It was just more of my mindset being different. So I said, I really have to be conscious of staying on top of my mindset. So the first thing, I would love to say that it was me that pulled myself out of it and, suddenly woke up one day and everything was right. But it was actually connecting with other people. So I would say the first thing is to connect with others, connecting with Milagros on Thursdays, connecting with other groups that I'm in, other people who had their mind on success and moving forward, not the other people who weren't doing anything, because you pick up the energy of the people that you're surrounded by, right? So connecting with Millie and those other people that we talked about doing, priming exercises, getting up in the morning, preparing our mind. For me, that looks like, doing my morning gratitude, listing the things that I am grateful for. And even that has been hard, especially now, but I've been finding the things, and I've been finding that a lot of the things are still the same. So focusing on the things that are positive, focusing on the things that are within my control. So looking at what I have that's within my power that I can do to move myself forward. And Millie, you were sharing something yesterday. Maybe you could share it again of, the things that you did to get yourself to take your eye off of what was outside of your control.
Yes, I listened to a personal development, It said, I love personal development. I know you do too.
Yeah.
I'm more of a listener, you're more of a reader. So I was listening to one of the videos, and this person was asked, is there anything that you cannot do? And he said no. And then he elaborated that he just, when he starts something that he thinks he's not capable of doing, that is impossible, then he works on the things that he's capable of doing, and then all of a sudden those things that seemed impossible, they just wash away.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, whatever it is that he said he was working on, and now it works, it's just so. When I listened to that, it totally changed it kind of validated what I do and what I say. um, but it also made it stronger, made my belief stronger that we have to follow the things that we are, we have control of. And one of the things that I put on my calendar that we were sharing yesterday on our call with Anna is that instead of looking at writing down activities to the T, I write my goals for the week.
Hmm.
But in those goals, I basically want to work on things that I'm having difficulties. For example, if my sales are low, if my team is not performing the way that they should, instead of saying, okay, my team is not focused, is not performing, I'm kind of falling behind. I set up a plan of what it is that I can do so that those things start to work, because I am in control of some of the results that I can have due to the things that are happening. So I write down activities, like some of those activities is incorporate more training, more life trainings. I did that. I do that. Then, maybe the other one, it was identifying 10 that were doing a good job, and reaching out to them.
Hmm.
So identify key leaders and be consistent with their follow-ups and contacts with them. So all of those things I'm able to control.
Yeah.
I love that. That we can look at what's happening right now. We just have to look at the things that we can control, the things that we can change. So
Agreed.
what do you
Yeah,
think?
I feel like that's the key because, talking to a couple of different people, different entrepreneurs, that seems to be the common thread between the people who push forward and move past adversity, regardless of what the adversity is. Adversity is adversity on, there are various scales of it.
Mhm.
So you can have like this global, massive scale of adversity, but you can have the small adversity of, battling your own emotions to overcome your own fears or your own, like emotional not problems, but your own emotional hindrances, I should say. So, sometimes you're afraid of talking to a stranger, you're afraid of what other people will think to you. So you have like the two ends of the spectrum of adversity. So regardless of what your adversity is, you kind of want to look at what is it that you can do. Like you said, what are the things that you can start off with? And I love that you said, like, you would share that story about that guy, because sometimes I think we forget that not everybody starts at the point where they are now. Like, you don't wake up one day and you just overnight a billionaire who's perfect at talking to everybody, who's great at doing live videos and public speaking. If you guys go back on my page and you see my initial live streams, I've dropped the camera, my lighting was terrible, but you learn. So it's important to just start off with the small things and just do what you can. And I have some notes from some of the meetings that I've been involved in, that I wanted to share. But um, one of the things that we were talking about is having a process So, like Milagro, she was saying that she gets up in the morning, if she's going to class, she gets dressed and she goes. That's her morning process. For me, my process is getting up and getting dressed, doing my priming exercise. So, having something that you can do consistently, that you could, the more you do it, the less of a challenge or obstacle it becomes for you, because then it becomes just like tying your shoelaces. Imagine, do you remember how hard it was to tie your shoelaces when you first started? A mess, right? And now you do it without even thinking about it.
Mhm.
While you're drinking your coffee, you got coffee in one hand, shoelace tying in the other hand. The other day I was doing something, I vlog a little bit. So I had my camera in one hand and I was doing something with my left hand. And my family was like, how can you do that one-handed? And I didn't even think about it. It was just like I needed to do it. So I did it. But I remember when I was learning that thing, it was,
Mhm.
impossible to do with two hands. So it's the same thing, just having a system that you use, and then having a formula. What is your formula for success? What are the things that you do, that you bring to the table? Milagros has her skill set that she's good at, and I have mine. We're both different people, so we both have to look at what is unique to us, what are our unique skills that we can use to further ourselves. But at the end of the day, regardless of what we're doing, we have to keep that focus on our goal. If we take our eyes off of the goal and start looking at what's happening in the world, or
Mhm.
what other people are doing, or what other people are achieving or accomplishing, then all of a sudden, I'm sorry for the background noise. My neighbors have decided to take this time to do their lawn.
I don't hear
You don't hear
them.
any? Okay, I'm like, no, no. um, so yeah, you just have to. I'm talking about staying focused on your goal, and I'm like, case in point, there are always going to be distractions. Everybody else is always going to be doing what they're doing, but you have to just remember what it is that got you. I love, another part of my morning process is to rewrite my goal every single day. I have like 5-year goals and 10-year goals, but I also have smaller daily goals. And keeping my eye on my 5-year goal helps me to allocate my monthly and weekly and daily goals. But it's by keeping my eye on what it is that I want. At the end of the day, the most important things to me at this moment in my life, because those things change, that's what keeps me moving forward.
Yes, I love the long-term goals too. It's less frustrating when you look when you look at long term. That means like, oh, I got five years. Oh, I have 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So let
You
me
could
go step
chunk
by
it.
step. Yeah, so for those of you who have, I mean, who are thinking that having a long-term goal is something that takes too long, success takes long
It
to
does. It's an investment.
yeah, and it's not overnight. Um, Certainly, all of this experience that we are going through right now, to me, has helped me also create a different um, a different mindset, but also develop new skills.
Yeah,
Um, for
that's so good.
example, the consistent live videos, to be able to work out at home. I never thought that I would be so consistent working out at home.
Right.
Um, you should try it. It's
I
so
knew that
fun.
was coming.
And guess what? I just found another app that is through the gym membership that I go to. So I
Mhm.
will be able to do yoga, Pilates, Zumba, all those fun things. Maybe I can do sandbar too.
From home, yeah, just install one.
Yeah. So believe me, it's to me, different skills that you're able to form through adversity and through things that you weren't expecting.
Yeah,
It's something that we should all embrace and stay focused. On your goals, on setting goals, like you mentioned.
yeah,
That's something that helps me stay motivated. We also talked about self motivation. That if you're not content and self motivated with yourself,
not gonna do it. Yeah, that's it's a few years ago. It actually is a few years ago because I haven't done our Tuesday chat for over a year now. But I did a video that was saying, are you, how are you motivated? Because motivation is, everybody kind of expects that they go to a talk or a training or a meeting or speak with someone, and then that person is supposed to give them the energy to move forward. But it really does begin with you. It's an internal thing. If you don't have that drive within yourself, then no external stimulus is going to be able to give you the energy that you need. And in the same way, if you do have that drive, if you have like that mindset, like where you're unstoppable, where you want to go and get what you're getting, regardless of what's happening around you, then you will find a way, regardless of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And people believe in different things. People say, whether it's God or you're putting out in the universe, everybody has a different term for it. But once you set your mind on something, I've met a lot of people, from different beliefs who say that doors open up for them
Mm-hmm.
to get to that thing. And they're always amazed. And I'm like, but no, you believed in it. You planted the seeds for it. So it's like, you created the faith. The faith brings the substance of what it was that you were thinking about. So it has to begin with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I love, like Millie said, I love to read. It's weird because,
You're a
like,
reader.
yeah, I during all of this, I have been seeing so many resources online that people are
Mm-hmm.
giving away for free. So this is actually a huge opportunity to take advantage of those resources. Since people can't be in offices, a lot of people are live streaming. People are posting articles. Subscribe. I love Entrepreneur, Forbes, Inc. Those are like business centered resources. Get connected into groups of other like-minded people. Don't hang out with the slackers. Like, you really have to be super conscious of the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because that, where the energy flows is where you'll go. So you want to surround yourself with people who are swimming against the current, swimming upstream, who are not just like, oh yeah, whatever happens happens. Because if you do, you'll start to be like that. So get yourself involved in groups. I'm involved in a couple of entrepreneurial groups, groups of women, groups of independent people. Get involved in groups. The
Are these
DSW.
groups on Facebook or where?
I'm involved
LinkedIn.
in a mixture. There are some on Facebook, but there are also ones that meet up in person. Of course, those that meet up in person now aren't really doing much. We are switching to meeting on Facebook and Zoom. But I've also been creating various groups for my team so that they can connect on Facebook and Zoom. We're using this app, which is StreamYard, that we can connect. But
Mhm.
Facebook has so many tools. They have Facebook groups, you have Facebook Messenger, you can get a little video call going together with somebody else. But getting connected regularly, whether it's, some of the groups meet every morning for a quick, like 20-25 minute huddle. Some of us are meeting once a week, some of us are meeting once every other week, once every month. So just getting yourself in a variety of groups. Like I said, DSW, which had partnered with Avon a few years ago to do
Mhm.
their leadership training. I love Tony Robbins' workshops. Darren Hardy, he also did he was our keynote speaker at one of the Avon conferences
Mhm.
ago. So there's just a plethora of resources out there. Milagros, what are some of the ones that you like and that you listen to often?
Well, I am part of the old school motto, the ones that were, that founded the entire personal development. I love Jim Rome. I think that the example that I gave was one of his motivations.
Mm-hmm.
I love Earl Nightingale.
Oh yeah,
Is my favorite from all of them.
as a
I
man thinketh.
Yeah. I mean, when he says something, I'm like, really? You just said
Yeah.
that? I love Les Brown.
Yes, he's
He
good
can
too.
really bring the the fearless mindset, and the just go for it. Just
Yeah.
do it. Just do it. I love Tony Robbins.
Hmm.
Um, one of some of the things that he says, for example, he talks about blueprint.
Hmm.
So he always talks about blueprint. He always says that, what is your blueprint? And if you find your blueprint, that and you work on that blueprint, everything in your life is gonna make sense. You're not gonna fall back. So, I think about that, and then I say, okay, the fitness is my blueprint, and I was overweight before. Um, so I was not happy that I was not fit. So my blueprint in that area was not working. So what working out all these years, and it's been 4 years already that I haven't stopped. I've been very consistent.
Nice.
It has helped me also work on my other blueprints. For example, a discipline, creating a discipline for my business, and all of these just by working on this one fitness blueprint that I wasn't able to get before.
Nice.
So, what are your favorite ones?
I love that you said blueprint. There was a video the other day that came out with these kids in the marshmallow. You can probably Google it, but it's sort of this idea of blueprint that, the way you are about one thing is usually the way you are about other things. If you're neat in one area of your life, you tend to be neat in the other areas of life. If you're disciplined in your fitness, then you tend to be disciplined in other areas. And I think this was a video about kids where they gave them the marshmallow and they said, you can eat this marshmallow now, or if you wait whatever amount of time, you'll get two marshmallows. And they were surprised because a lot of the kids just waited it out. And we need to have that mindset in our business too, because we're in this immediate gratification type of time. And I think even with everything that's happening now, we're sort of pulling back from that a little bit because we can't automatically have access to all the things that we used to have access to. We can't just go out and get stuff. We can't just go places. We're stuck at home and we don't want to be. The internet is slowing down because everybody's on it. So now I feel like we're legitimately, last night I was reading articles. I'm a gamer. I play video games, and they're talking about Sony and PlayStation scaling back the download times and Netflix because everybody's been watching. Take some time and read a book, people. Get off Netflix, get off the PlayStation, read a book.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, get off Disney Plus. Read. Take the time to slow down, because if you can delay that gratification and build up that muscle, because all of these things are like muscles. You work on them, they get stronger. If you can build up the muscle where you don't need everything right now, you learn to plant the seeds and work towards it. You'll also be able to do that in your business. So, I mean, even in video games, you play through the game, you have to go through all the hoops and obstacles and challenges. And I think I kind of like business for that same reason, because it is like, all these obstacles and challenges come up and you have to problem solve. And as you go through it, you get better at it. You do the puzzle once, it might take you half an hour. If you go back and do it a second time, maybe it'll take you 15 minutes. A third time, 7 minutes. So it's the same thing in business. The better you get at it, the more you practice it, the better you get. And I feel like we need to get that connection. Also, like you said, Tony Robbins, I think, is one of my favorite of late. Getting that connection between your mind, your emotions, and your body. And I was sharing some notes with you. It's that connection, your cognitive understanding. That's where your repetition is key. The more you do something, the better you get at it. Your emotional mastery. For us, especially as entrepreneurs, we have to master our emotions, because our emotions are what drive us. If we're sad and we're depressed, if we're feeling like we're not getting out of bed, if we're distracted by the trees that are falling outside, then we're not going to do.
Or your gardener.
Yeah, like branches are falling and all this stuff is happening over there. But I need to be focused on my business, and I can't take time away from you guys to go get angry at them because I'm working. And then your physical mastery. That's why I love that, and I'm gonna work on it. I'm getting there. I've started doing yoga in the morning because the sedentary lifestyle is not working for me. The daily stuff. Physical mastery. If you feel like, honestly, the first few days where I would get up and move from my bed to my chair and then back to my bed at night. Like I would, sit at my desk and edit video or whatever for hours. And I realized that I wasn't moving. And that really started to bring down my energy. Like my mind and my body were just not in a good place. But when I do get up and start to exercise, I feel the energy, building in me. And I feel like I could do more. I feel like I want to get up earlier and get more done. So there is some merit to exercise.
Yes. And you know that is like at 2 p.m. I have a video schedule, a live video where I'm gonna do my 100 push-ups on my health and wellness page. So Natasha Hawkins, she's
I
doing,
love Natasha.
yeah,
Shout out to Natasha.
she is hanging in with me. So
Wow.
yeah,
I'm
so
not doing that with you.
it's
I'm with you on everything else but that.
it's 10 sets of 10. Anyone
I
can
can
do
do one set of 10.
it. Well, the idea is like, just scheduling things without having downtime,
Yeah.
And then at 5:30 I'm doing my bar class, and then after that I'm doing another bar class and uploading videos. So I'm doing two classes. I want to do two classes today.
One for you and one for me.
It really, there's something about being busy, like moving
Yeah.
and and having a purpose, because if you get up and you don't have a purpose,
No.
yes. And the first thing I got up when I got up today, well, actually last night, my husband was saying, "So how's your day?" Because I always think about my day the next day.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, I'm having a nice call with Georgiana today." So I said, "That's good. We always have a great time when we get
Yeah.
together."
Yeah.
So it's important to have a good time, to really enjoy
Yeah.
what you do, to have a purpose, to wake up to things that you already plan to do, that you already thought about doing, whether it is that you plan your whole week or whether it is that you plan the day before. It's
Mm-hmm.
acceptable as long as you already have embedded, as long as I have it embedded in my mind, then I get up with energy knowing that I have to do this. And so
That
yeah.
is a big jump.
So would you join me for we can do yoga together? It's not
I'm
that
sorry, I
bad.
can't hear you. The construction is too loud.
I don't hear your girl anymore. We can do yoga together.
Okay. One of these days, I'm open to anything. We can do yoga. We should see if we can get away to either live stream the class and then we can
Mhm.
do it together. I think I have enough space in here. Yeah, maybe to do yoga. Maybe we could do a live stream together.
That'll be
We'll
nice.
figure that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna download the app. I have an app that I have this service is through activeandfit.com.
Mm.
So a lot is activeandfit.com. So
Mm-hmm. All
my
right.
yes. So my insurance, I have discounts with my insurance, but I think that I pay 26.50
Mm-hmm.
per month
Right.
for, and then I can go to any gym in my area except the bar studio.
Mm.
The bar studio is different,
Uh-huh.
but I can go to any gym. And then now, since the gyms are closed, they have an app, so
Oh,
I can do all these classes. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of that.
that
And
is awesome.
yeah, so we can do yoga together.
That is not so awesome,
So
but we'll
check
try.
it
We'll try.
out. I think I can send you a link also. Like if
Okay.
you're friends, if you're my friend, if you don't have the insurance benefits, I
Hmm.
think I can send you the link, and
All
then
right.
you also qualify for the
We'll
20
try it.
a month.
But I feel like that is where the economy is going. Like,
Hmm.
at first, it was all about brick and mortar retail establishments, and now we're starting to see this shift towards digital, towards being in a place virtually. So I think we should take this as an opportunity, like you said, to take advantage of educational opportunities that are out there, because there's so much free training, so much classes. People are doing so much more online and offering it to us, so you can take advantage of it from home. There are so many articles that people are writing to give you added information. There are
Yes.
some colleges that are even giving free courses or
Yeah.
introductory courses. A lot of home-based businesses are giving free courses,
Hmm.
Instagram lives, Facebook lives, YouTube lives. So now's the time where you want to take advantage of those things, so that when we do come back out of all of this, you can access and be ahead of all of those, all of, where you were
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Because these still periods, you have two options. You could, somebody said this yesterday, I wish I remember who said it, but they said when winter comes, you have two options. You can stay where you are and freeze to death, or you can move to somewhere warm. For
Yes.
me, that
Yeah.
was like mind blown, mic drop. Because yeah, what
Mhm.
am I gonna do? I'm gonna sit around and complain and kind of get stuck where I am, or am I gonna do what I can to prepare myself so that when we do get out of this, and we will get out of this,
Mhm.
as human beings, we are the most resilient creatures on this planet. We will get out of this,
Mhm.
and whatever other obstacle comes after it, we will get through it. We'll come out of it. And I think that's the message that a lot of people are catching, that it's a through it process. It's a,
Mhm.
we're not stuck. We're just moving through something. We will come out on the other side. And where do you want to be on the other side? Do you want to be a frozen popsicle, or do you want to be Milagros in Florida, or warm?
We are warm here.
I'm layered up. I'm not warm, but
You
so
know
guys,
that
I hope
it's
this helps you.
yeah.
I hope you find some tips from what we've shared with you. I hope you guys get connected. Me and Milagros have been trying to do more videos to help you guys get connected as well, to be here for you to connect with us. But take advantage of these opportunities.
Talk about Slack. Um, I
Oh,
I love that you started that app. It's really easy to get a hold of each other.
oh yeah. So Slack is an app. It's sort of like next level email. If you ever tried to send like a corporate email where you're emailing everybody in your company and it becomes a mishmash of replies and stuff, Slack is like the solution to that. So it's kind of brings you back to the chat rooms, the old school chat rooms where everybody gets in and you can have a discussion that everyone can see, but you can also create threads to organize your thoughts. So like in Facebook, somebody can post a comment and then other people can reply underneath that comment. That's also a feature in Slack. But what I like about Slack is that it doesn't have the distractions of social media. So when
Yeah.
you're in Facebook, I mean, I could tell you how many times a day I log into Facebook to post something or to share something or reply to someone, and all of a sudden I'm distracted by all the other things that are happening. You get caught up watching a video, and then before you know it, 20, 30 minutes have gone.
I know. And those live videos, like his wife left him for for a younger woman. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. And then the other one comes.
And they play automatically, because yeah, those apps are designed to keep you there. But Slack is more of a business and corporate oriented app, so it's something that you could download on your phone or on your computer. I use it on both, and you can even set it up so that if you're applying on your computer, you don't get double alerts on your phone. So like I had a Slack group a few years ago, but I just kind of revived it. I've been inviting my teammates so that we can get in there and have conversation with each other. And you can create what they call like channels. So you can have different, they're basically topics of discussion. So we can have our discussion for leaders, a discussion for new reps, a discussion for random thoughts, or a general discussion. But you can keep it business based, and you can have other threads that separate the
Mhm.
flim flam, the random stuff that you want to talk about anyway. So you can create community and build conversation using this app. So yeah, that's Slack. I love it.
They
And
call it workplaces, right?
yes,
Workplaces.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You have
familiar
like a workplace.
with
So I have like my Avon workplace where I have all my
it.
Avon connections. I have a friend who uses it. He actually works from home regularly. And his office uses Slack so that even when they're like, you can sign in and you can set your time when you're away.
Hmm.
So you register when you get to work to show your coworkers that you're at your desk, and you can talk to your coworkers, share information, share files. You can do video chats for free. So you can get up to 15 people if you need to have like a team huddle. And they meet every morning for a quick 15-minute huddle, talk about what they're working on, what their plans are for the day, and they hold each other accountable. So again, that accountability that we talked about earlier. And then
Mm.
if they're taking a break for lunch, they could set their away message, they go away. So it's sort of like being in the office virtually.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, anything that we can do to just mentally stay together and active and
Yeah.
just,
Positive.
yes, positive and not, ever thinking that sometimes I think that this was meant to be
Mm.
because so many times we talked about building an online presence, and so many times we talked about being consistent with staying social. And it's like sometimes impossible because you're commuting to a workplace, or you're commuting to do events. So all of that time wasted. Well, now we're grounded basically at home.
Yeah.
So now we're able to create some kind of schedule that's consistent and a new behavior. So once this all ends, then the behavior will be there, and then we will be able to mingle commuting time and getting out with what we are already used to doing for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, I think that's why it's so important now for us to not take this as a time to just Netflix and chill all day, every day, because we're going to carry that pattern into, when we come out of this. So, what are the habits that you're developing now that you're going to bring out of this?
Yes, I love that. It's
Yeah,
it's been it's been a great conversation. I love when we get together and share
I
ideas.
always enjoy chatting with you, and I'm glad that we could share our talks with those who are watching.
Yes, we usually keep it to ourselves.
Yeah,
So
but
this is no different than what we do,
you to
by the
share the
way.
crazy.
Yeah, and so what do you think about doing, setting up for Thursdays for now?
Yeah, we're gonna try to. I think we could try to do this regularly.
Mhm.
Keep you guys in the loop of what we're discussing. I love that you do videos, Anna. There are a lot of people who are doing videos because I feel like when you're off on your own, it's easy. Because we're independent business people, it can get easy for us to get stuck in our own way of doing things or in the way of that the people around us are doing things. So I love that this gives us an opportunity to not just connect with each other, but give other people the opportunity to connect with us
Mhm.
if they're not in a place where they have that energy or momentum, and they can get a peek into the stuff that we're talking about, because these
Mhm.
issues are across the board.
Exactly. And like I call you my, when I think about you, I think about you as my accountability partner. As part of my mastermind
Hmm.
group. And
Oh,
yes, because we are so very like-minded with personal development and having a structure for our life. We're very structured as far as what we want to do. So you and Carlos are
your
my
mastermind.
mastermind.
Thank you. You're one too. Yeah, you need that
Mhm.
accountability partner. You need that person who you can bounce ideas off of, somebody who has a different outlook than you have, that can bring to your attention things that you didn't even think about.
No. And being consistent, like, I love that we meet every Thursday, that we already have that time set up, and that we're doing these videos to let everybody in what we're doing and give hope, basically.
Yeah, yeah. I love it.
Me too. Thank you so much,
Thank
Georgiana.
you. Thank you.
And I'm gonna post this video on my YouTube, and you
What's
have
your channel?
Avon Wings. That's easy.
I know, but just in case they're just tuning in.
And then she's gonna post this video on her channel.
Yes, you
What's your
can find
channel?
my channel, Georgiana Haynes.
Say
Easy.
yes.
My name is right here at the bottom. So if you can't spell it, this guy. There you go. Just search for me on YouTube. Yeah. Search for me on YouTube. I have all the videos that we've done. Other videos are up, and it's going to be on our Facebook pages as well. So,
And we did that. We did one yesterday with
yeah,
Anna. Going to upload that one too
yeah,
today. So you should have content to keep you busy while you're at home, while you are, organizing your space, or while you're um, cooking or taking care of the kids. You have us in the background
yes.
because
Yeah, that's the benefit of audio. When you're reading, you kind of just have to read.
yes.
But with audio, you can do other things. So
Mm-hmm.
we're here for you guys.
Thank you so much, Georgiana,
Thank
for
you too, Milagros.
sharing. And I will see everyone. I will see you next Thursday, or maybe sooner.
Not for yoga. I know she's like for yoga and for exercise.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
So everybody stay safe.
Have
And
a great day,
you
everyone.
too. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.